What is on the up, guys? We are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to be looking at Kefla, the new Dokkan vs Kefla, before she releases on the global side in the next few days, either today or tomorrow. And we're going to be seeing how she looks on a rapid growth / Universe 6 team. But it's mostly Universe 6. We only really have Gotenks that's from rapid growth. I wanted to build a team in a way so there's not really any support on there to see what Kefla's going to be like sort of on her own if she wasn't in a situation where she had support. She will still have good links, and obviously because we're on Trident, obviously we have all the rainbows, and we got all level 10 links. So I decided to bring Gotenks as well because he's a fusion, so I think he'll have a few links to share with Kefla, as well as we brought the new awakenings for the Kale and Kefla. TURs, and they are really good. So we're going to be running a rotation with the new Kefla as well as Kale and Kefla, and then another rotation with Kale and Kefla, and then we're going to have off-rotating another Kefla, Hit, and Gotenks. So we're going into the Legendary Goku event. We'll just hop right in. Also be talking about the cards a little bit while we're playing. So, and if we should summon them, just generally chatting about the new Kefla and everything coming up on global. So Kefla is a really good unit, obviously. I would say that she's probably tied with Cooler with how good she is. I think because Cooler has the bit of support, but I feel like Kefla is better in outputting damage to every sort of enemy. So it's sort of like, and I think Beerus is a little bit worse than both of them, but it's still really good. And that's my thought on like the TURs. Obviously Gohan's the best TUR. So we'll just, oh yeah, we already have one rotation already set, so let's see what she is turn 1. So the thing about Kefla is she works better if you get 6 orbs. So we'll read out what she does in her base form before we finish the rotation up. So she's obviously the leader for Universe 6 and Rapid Growth. She's 170 to Universe 6 and 150 to Rapid Growth. She raises attack infinitely on her super attack throughout all of her forms. So for the longer events, her attack will be building. We're not going to do all of the, speaking of long events, we're not going to be doing all of the Legendary Goku event, just probably up till UI to see how she tanks, like UI Saiyan, not UI. But then she also gets defense plus 100% at the start of turn, as well as attack plus 100% when she super attacks. And that is that's better than when that happens because it multiplies differently with support and different things like that. So she looks better with support. So that's why I wanted to take her in without support, just to see what she looks like without that factor. She also gains an additional 50% chance and a high chance to dodge. 50% attack and a high chance to dodge when she collects 6 orbs in like a turn, and she transforms when conditions are met, which is on the next turn. So next time she comes back, this specific one, she'll be transforming. Kale and Kefla with 3.6, obviously still such a really good unit, and they're really good in Legendary Goku event, maybe the best unit in the game for Legendary Goku event, because they get 2 additional super attacks. So I probably should have put Kefla on the front after, yeah, I probably definitely should have put Kefla in the front, because they're just such a dominant beast that Kefla's not even going to be able to super attack in their base form. That's fine, we'll super attack with their other base form next turn, so. Kale and Kefla still such a nuts unit. Try to make them not shine as much as they are right now, because it isn't a Kale and Kefla showcase, it's a Kefla showcase. I think I just realized that I have my animations in 1x speed. So I gotta fix that, because this is my I've just transferred my data over to Trident, and I haven't changed that. So, who's coming? Wait, so I'm gonna rotate. No, I'll keep you on. Okay. Can we get 6 orbs here? No, not initially, but I want to see if we can get that in any way. I don't see any at the moment. Maybe if I drop this one. Okay, we're not getting the 6 orbs, so we're not getting the additional 50%, so let's see what she gets without the 6 orbs. That's just what's going to happen sometimes. And that's why a good partner to put up with is the Cabba, but the thing is I didn't want to run Cabba either because he is from the type banners, and I assume most people that are summoning for Kefla, if you're free to play or you spend little in the game, I don't reckon you'd be summoning on the type banners. So I basically built this team as if you were a normal player that didn't have all these really good things to make them look really good. They're still going to look really good because they're rainbowed and level 10, but I didn't want to make them look like they're unstoppable beasts. I wanted to show them in realistic situations where you can't get all the orbs and things like that. 1.8 though, still pretty good, with not all of their passive activated. So oh yeah, they're 2 times speed. So remember, she stacks her attack, so that's just at the beginning. Let's look at her Super Saiyan transformation now while Hit is finishing off Goku. So she also raises attack and super attack because all of her forms do. She gets start of turn defense plus 150%, which is the best thing to have, start of turn defense. And then she also gets attack plus 150% when performing a super attack, and then she gets an additional 50% attack and a high chance to dodge with 6 or more key spheres. So basically the same as their first form, but she gets an extra 50% attack and defense, and those are the key differences. So I'm gonna put her on the front so Kale and Kelfa don't utterly destroy. And let's see what the attack stat's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty high. I'm gonna say 3 million. 3.6 million. Jesus, that's nuts. She's such a good unit. Like, this is with no support, just linking up with a unit, and she's 3.6 mil. Obviously she's link level 10, but I feel like if you like the unit enough that you're gonna get them to link level 10. So I just don't see any mind in like making like the units link level 10s for showcases. Which Jesus, that was impressive for turn 2, and she, jeez, I can't get over that. I'm like blown away. So we're going into the next rotation now. We'll talk about Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. So she can't actually transform to Super Saiyan 2 Kefla unless she is above 60% HP on the turn that she comes back after she transforms in the Super Saiyan 1 Kefla. So turn 5, if you have her in like the best possible setup, is the earliest you can get her transforming. So we go Gotenks here transforming alongside Kefla. Kefla's animations, when I say, are really, really good. She has a lot of them, obviously. She has 3 super attacks, 2 transformations, and then 1 active skill. So if you're an animation lover, which I'm assuming a lot of you love animations, or cool ones at least, you guys will really enjoy having this card just because there's so many. I know I'm gassing her up like a lot, and I'm saying that she's like really good, and you guys might be thinking, oh yeah, this is a must summon for this, and then we're gonna have a talk about her banner. I'm just gonna pull that up real quick while we're going through it while Kale is destroying, and then I'll talk about Kale and Kelfa a little bit as well. So Kefla banner Dokkan. I'll search it up real quick and let's see. Talk about the units on there. it's very. The reason why I'm laughing is just, it is a bit of a joke of a banner. Okay, let's talk about the units. So obviously the 2 new featured units on the banner is the Kefla and the Vados. Unfortunately, when I was going to show off Vados as well, but when I did my trident, I actually didn't get a Vados, and I got unlucky. Because if you don't know, when you load in the trident, it randomizes the units that you have unlocked to different units of the same like type. So super int will become another super int unit. So, and I didn't get Vados, so that's an unfortunate thing, but I didn't feel like resetting my trident again. So the other units on the banner is AGL13, who's pretty good. He's one of the better Dokkan Fest exclusives in the game. I'd say top 10 Dokkan Fest exclusives. That's not including LRs, obviously. We have Android 17, who's still really good, but he's starting to show his age a little bit. Tech Hit, who is pretty much dead on release. He just has no defense. In Goku Black, same sort of defense problem. He stacks really, really slowly. And then Turles is always good, but he has... I feel like Topo is way better than Turles because he has just so much more viability in longer events. So it's a pretty mid banner. I don't recommend summoning unless they give discounts or they change it up a bit. But we have Kefla's active skill here, so let's use that and then talk about her Super Saiyan 2 form. Let's let you guys watch the animation. It's a pretty cool animation. Obviously, lots of good close-ups and stuff. Anyway, let's talk about Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. She raised her attack as well on Super Attack. Her passive is Ki plus 2, defense plus 160%, so an extra 10% from her previous form. She gets 160% attack when performing a Super Attack. 160%. Did I say 160% or just 160? Well, 160% when performing a Super Attack. She gets a high chance of evading enemy Super Attack and launches an additional Super Attack with 6 or more Ki spheres. So her attack stat is going to be lower when you get the 6 Ki spheres when she transforms, but she's going to be doing that additional super, which is just so much better than get a few extra attack numbers. Animation also again really good. And 2.7. Oh, that's just nuts, because I didn't see her last one because I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm assuming it was around the same number, which is like, if you add them together with some basic math, it's like 5.4 million from from one unit. Like, that's just nuts. Another Super Saiyan 2 transformation. I think we're going to rotate her off actually and have the rotation with Tech Kefla, and we'll talk about those two units as well, the Cal and the Kefla. So to start off with the Tech Kefla, her passive is attack and defense plus 80%, which is already really good. She also raises her attack and defense infinitely on super. She stacks and as well as lowering defense, which isn't that good, but she already has stacking attack and defense, so she doesn't really need any more. And then she also has a chance of evading enemy super attack, including super attack, plus 8% per Universe 6 or Peppy Gau's category ally on the team. And basically how that works is sort of like Kane Kefla in the way it is, if there's a unit that's on both Universe 6 and Peppy Gau, so like any Kane Kefla unit, that won't count as just 8%, but it will count as 16%. And so it's for like each category the unit is on, you'll get that extra 8%. So very easily, if you build a full Kane Kefla team, you can get a 100% chance to dodge, no matter what event you're in. But also, on top of that, if you're versing a Universe Survival Saga or Pure Saiyans category enemy, she has the 100% chance to dodge every attack that they use. And if she's on the same turn as a Kale unit, like we have her here, she gets a medium chance to, she gets additional attack which has a medium chance to become a super attack, sort of like Fizz Cooler and SDR Cooler. And she has good links, obviously like basic Kale and Kefla ones, and overall just a really good unit, especially just for a normal banner unit. It's almost as good as a Dokkan Fest exclusive, you could say. Okay, we're also going to transform Super Saiyan Gotenks on the rotation though, because we have him here, and he's a pretty rare transformation to get on shorter events, so you don't really see him in the longer events. And he's I think Super Boost and Gotenks' animations are still, I would say, top 5 best animations in the game. They just look so good. Oh, can we get 6 Ki spheres here? So there's stuff that can happen though with the Kefla. So she's really good at her best, but you're not always going to get her best every turn. While Cooler is more consistent, while you just need to get the super attack. But you also do need to be versing a Pure and Hybrid Saiyans, which isn't that hard. But you still need to meet these conditions with these top tier units to make them really mega top tier. 4.2 from Kale and Kefla. Why do I keep putting them in the first slot? They're just going to kill kill Goku. We might actually have to go up to like a little bit longer than I was expecting, because we're just not seeing any of Kefla, just old Kale and Kefla show. Okay. Kefla and Kale, once again, they are insane for banner units, as I was saying before. I'll get back to reading out Kale's passive, sorry, not Kefla's. So Kale raises attack and defense and lowers defense on super attack, just like same exact thing as Kefla. So they're both good for long events, obviously, because stacking is always good. She has attack and defense plus 80% start of turn, just like Kefla. But she, instead of getting dodge chance per like what was it? I think it's Universe 6 and Peppy Gals. She gets attacking defense plus 10% per pure Saiyans or Peppy Gals, which is better because pure Saiyans is a more common category ally than Universe 6. So that makes her a bit better to start off with, in my opinion. She also launches an initial super attack when there is a Universe Survival Saga or Pure Saiyans category enemy. So she will be stacking a super attack 2 times every turn when you're versing a Pure Saiyan in the Universe Survival Saga, which is a really easy thing to do. I think we're going to pop the other Kefla's active ability while talking. And also, when she's in the same rotation as a Kefla unit, which includes Kale and Kefla, by the way, because she doesn't have to be a Kefla unit, but just someone whose name includes a Kale and Kefla unit. So if we get a Kale and Kefla in the future that fuse, as well as like this Kale and Kefla, she will just have so many units that get this off with. She also guards, so she guards with Kefla. And that is just really good because it's more consistent than dodging, in my opinion, because there is some events that do cancel out dodging. And even though she's those are like the sort of longer term events, I feel like Kale is going to be more consistent in terms of what she's doing. But I feel like Kefla is going to be better in the areas that she's good in because she just can't be hit. Oh, I'm horrible at Dokkan attacks. I only got 2. What does this attack stat? Let's see. 2.9 milli. That might not be really. You might be thinking, oh, Cooler can put up 4 million. Well, remember, if you get a 6 orb, she's getting that 50% chance to dodge. On top of that, with additional super attacks. 2.9 crit, and then obviously the other one with the 3 million. Remember, every single attack she's doing is raising her attack. Just so if you are running a team that, if you're free to play, let's say, and you summon on the banner, do one summon on a discount if there's discounts, and you get her, and then most of your team isn't as good as her, she's going to be raising an attack more and more than I would be letting her, because all the units are so good and dealing so much damage. So having a weaker team surrounding her might actually be beneficial because it allows her to attack more and build up more. So you might, if you're not a free to play necessarily, but just like have a lesser good account, Kefla might actually be a bigger buff to you because she does the stacking, and any stacking unit for lower players is always really good. Not lower players, that sounds really bad. Just newer players is probably a better word to say. Or unlucky players, if you just have really bad luck on summons. Okay, 3 super attacks from Kale, 2 point something mil. That's pretty good. Like, so she's hitting like almost as much as was that a quadruple super attack? She's hitting like a similar numbers to Kefla. She's like, well, like not with everything included, obviously, because she doesn't dodge and everything, but still, like these 2 units honestly could be made into Dokkan Fest exclusives with how good they are. Like, it's just and you might be thinking, nah, he's joking about that. Like, surely not. No, these units are just that good. So, yeah, global, or I'm a global main as well, but I'm just really excited for the celebration because on top of these 2, I might do a showcase in a few days of the EZA Super Saiyan 2 Kefla and Berserk Kale, who are also getting an EZA, and they're also really good. So this celebration is just filled with really good units that are pretty easy to obtain because 2 EZA banner units and 2 awakenings for banner units. So there's a high likelihood you're at least going to have some of these units that are releasing in a few days. I don't know what to do here. Because I could... Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I think this is going to be our last turn on the thing. So what I'm going to do is, if I drop that down, was that going to be... I'm just trying to see how I can get... Oh no, I'm such an idiot. That's 6 K-spheres already there. Okay. We're going to get 6 K-spheres here. Hopefully he doesn't dodge. And let's see what numbers we can put out. Remember, this whole time, she's been without support and hitting these numbers. If you guys give a lot of support to the video, I might do another one with tons of support. But 3.2 million. And then this is obviously raising her attack even more. And then we get the additional 3.3 million. And hits as well. Just, these Kefla units, man, they're just so busted every time. like the LR last year was so good. Triple super attack, 3.4 million. It's going up an extra 100k attack stat every time she's super attacking, which, so like, if there's not even enough time for her to build up in the event. Like, they're just demolishing through this. And the funny thing is, like, no, besides LRK and Kefla, these units aren't the hardest units to find, like, to obtain in an account. Like, these two are banner units, the K and Kefla. Kefla's a normal Dokkan Fest exclusive. Kit's an older Dokkan Fest exclusive, and he's not really helping though, he's just kind of there. But it's mainly the K and Kefla units putting in work, and half of them are banner units. It's just insane how good they are. Like, I don't know if Dokkan just, like, really likes the characters, or maybe they don't think they're hype enough to sell on their own without being broken. But all I know is that they're nuts, is that they're really good. So if you are a Kefla fan, definitely summon for her, because what I say in this in Dokkan is, if you don't summon for your favorite character, what's the point of playing the game? Because the point of playing Dokkan is so you can see these cool animations from your favorite character from the anime, and look at their card arts, and use their super attacks, and just do all the fun stuff with your favorite characters. So if you really do like Kefla, even though 350 is coming up, summon all you want. It's not my decision to say who to summon or not. But if you don't really like Kefla and will just be summoning for the point of getting a good unit, even though she's amazingly good, she will be coming back probably, I would say, start of next year. So don't rush in like it's the only time you can get her, because you can definitely get her in the future. But that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, obviously chuck us a like, or subscribe if you want to see more showcases, and comment what you want to see next on the channel. I'm just kind of doing whatever I feel like doing at the moment, showing off whatever unit, talking about whatever. I don't know if I'm going to be doing summons for Kefla. If she has discounts, I might sit down and record a few summons, like 3 or 4, and then do a gameplay about the rest of the video. But at the moment, unless the banner changes or discounts, like I said, I'm not going to be summoning. But good luck to you guys that are summoning, and catch you in the next one. Bye.